Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Joy Anderson. Welcome to the Observer and the Oracle. Hello, how's everyone doing? Today I'm doing the Leo reading for the month of August. Happy birthday to the Leos out there. Woo woo. My soul sister is a Leo. I love her. I miss her. So I was meditating and just kind of pulled from spirit a little bit of information that you guys need this month, and a lot about this month has a lot for you, has a lot to deal with independence and self-preservation. So being able to understand when to push and when to pull back, kind of that ebb and flow in life. Another thing that's going on is removing communication blocks. You guys have a little bit of funk in your throat chakra. And with that being said, a lot of times it's just relying on your own courage, your own strength to be able to push through those blocks, especially if you need to release something or say something that's been bothering you for a while. Now is the time to do so and kind of face that fear and go through. Focusing on self this month is huge. Leos have big hearts, and so it's super important that you're able to take some time to be still and focus on yourself and your goals and overcoming those fears. So today I'm using two different decks. I have the Dreams of Gaia deck from Raven Phelan, one of my favorite. So I pre-pulled those cards for you guys already, and then I'm also using the Star Child Tarot, another one of my favorite decks by Danielle Noel, and we're going to use these for more of clarifiers of your guys' energy of what's going on. Okay, so let's get the cards laid out. Interesting. Okay. Alrighty. So it's looking pretty awesome for you guys. I'm just gonna say that. Let's get into these clarifiers. So right off the bat, let's go through. We're going to start with the past and what the past has taught us is there's been a little bit of confusion, a lot in the place of you've been a lot in your mind prior to your season. And with that being said, there's been a lot of conflicting thoughts, but we're also being shown that we're moving into, you had just came up to this time of teamwork and connection, relationships, getting the job done with your right hand, whoever that is, man or woman, whether this is for like career or if this is for relationships itself. Um, it's definitely been a part of your growth. And so now we're sitting in a time of growth and manifestation. And you are sitting on a brand new beginning in the physical. This is something that you have manifested for yourself. And this card, that's kind of what that means. It's all about manifestation. Whoops. And there's a huge amount of independence. But independence isn't the word I'm looking for. It's it escaped me. Independence isn't the word that I'm looking for, but it is. There's been a lot of self-growth more on the internal side. So really it's been more of an authentic side on the individual level, becoming more yourself, moving into a physical avenue, being more of your authentic self, moving into the supporting energy behind that. We have the Three of Earth, and then we also have Abundance, and this card came out reversed. So what that means and what that's telling me is that you have this brand new beginning, and you're like, you feel it, but you may be like, that shit has not shown up yet. I'm still waiting for the cash in of my effort. Because it shows here with the Three of Earth that shows that you have planted seeds. Planted seeds from the past, and you are ready for that shit to grow, and you are ready for the harvest. And so with the abundance flipped, on the flip side, it's saying, you know what, that manifestation right there has a little more time to gestate, so that way it can grow and you can take that full harvest. Okay. Anything with that? Okay, so a lot of it is kind of like Spirit's timing. We have the Page of Wands, so we are really, this is like, it's coming, but it's like Spirit's timing. It's not on your timing. But trust and sit in this grounded energy. It's taking a little bit of time to ground your dreams, your thoughts, your manifestations, things that you have put effort into. Know that you are here. You are the Queen of Crystals, and you are in this position already. So even though your finances might not be backing that up at this time, know that it is coming. It is on its way. So, do not fear. It is coming up, and it is right about to apex for you. We have this, okay, so we have the 10 of Earth, and this is more growth, more manifestation. And coming into this new space. There's been a lot of healing going on. A lot of wishes granted. We're here in the Lion's Gate, so anything magical is possible. And with that being said, we have the 8 of Wands, so it's coming in fast. Whether it's through communication or this is your highest goal, your highest aim, and that is what you are looking for and looking to manifest. And this is coming mid-month August. So give it a little bit of time in the beginning of the month, because we're in this beautiful gestation period. Not quite ready to harvest yet. Coming towards the end of the month, there is a generosity around the corner. So this has a lot to do with what you have given out. You will receive back to you. Also, if you feel the need to give out and share some of your abundance, this is also a time for that as well. Because Leos have big hearts and they love to give. Let's see. Okay, so at the end of the month, we have the 9 of Earth. And the 9 of Earth is this generosity that I'm talking about. But there's something coming in a little more of, because we have the Hierophant. And with the Hierophant, this is really talking about some type of structure coming in. I'm also getting, this could be like donating to some type of spiritual avenue. It could be a church. It could be different people that you follow. There's some kind of generosity coming back to you, or some type of charity that someone may gift upon you. And really, this is, with that being said, this is coming from a place of love and admiration. I'm also getting that Spirit is kind of putting loved ones back into your life. I'm getting past loved ones. So whether if this was a past lover of some kind, there's a love situation coming in, kind of granted by the universal spirit of it all, coming in to uplift and bring some love back into your life. More of like this happy ending energy. at the beginning of the month, kind of where Leo's standing right now is a lot of authenticity. We have the King of Air, and this is my card that I associate with being the true authentic self. Which it's been a long road and a lot of hard work of letting go of a lot of relationships, people that no longer serve you. And there's been heartbreak in the past. We have the Three of Swords coming up with the Knight of Crystals. So you've been spending a lot of hard work on yourself, on getting yourself right, becoming the person that you want to become, realizations of self. Spirit's energy that's coming in, the universal energy that you are tapping into for this month. So the universal energy that's coming to you this month, we have the King of Cups, super compassionate human being, but I like to think of it more as like the master of the emotional self on our masculine sides, because we all have inner feminine, inner masculine sides. So a lot of times this is creating our own self emotional security. And then paired with that, we have the Queen of Swords, speaking your truth. Enough with the bullshit. It's a time to speak your truth, because it shows that we have the Two of Swords, that there is a choice. Either you speak your truth or you choose another way not to speak your truth. There is that throat block there. So this energy that's coming in is helping you move forward to make a choice. It's going to put you in a place of more of emotional security, and that emotional security will give you the courage to be able to speak your truth. So for fears and dreams, we have the healing card. A lot of times when we go through healing, it does not feel like the healing that we wish to go through. A lot of times healing sucks. It's painful. It is kind of, this ring of bullshit that we have to go through to be able to come back to ourselves. But with healing, you have to understand that a lot of times we go through pain, and when we go through that pain, we go through that heartbreak, that healing comes up, and not only does the healing come up, but it's a lot about ourselves, the things that we feel uncomfortable with. I keep on getting this like mental chatter of like, why did I do that? Why do I keep on coming back to this place? Why do I keep coming back to that person? There's a lot of healing that needs to take place, because there's a lot of mental chatter going on inside Leo's head, which is, we have the moon. So I'm feeling that might be something that's super uncomfortable to have to go through or heal through. You might even feel a bit of fogginess, where it's almost like you are uncertain about this connection, about this partnership that you have. On the flip side, I'm also getting that there is this relationship coming in, whether if it's career or if it's love, but it's talking about fears of the connection, fears of establishing something that's here on the earth that's concrete. And so this month, you're going to be brought through healing that energy. And so for the last card, we have communication. The storyteller, we have the sage. Love the sage, one of my favorite cards. Let's see what we have to kind of support that energy as the destiny energy at the end of the month. And your growth. Okay, so there is some fast moving information coming. We have the Knight of Wands. Either you decide to just like pop off, which is like, it happens. I get it. It happens to me. There's some kind of deception that you are going to find out through, a lot of times it could be through just like someone else communicating to you. Intuition is another big one. There's some kind of information that is going to be presented to you, whether if you have been deceived or you have deceived yourself. A lot of times Leos are so passionate and their emotions take off so much faster before the thought process goes through for rationalization of what you are experiencing. And, you know, a lot of times we get ahead of ourselves, and the deception from people, before we find out all the pieces, we end up just like popping off. And that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that, but understand that you may not have all the pieces yet, and that would be like a good time. So when you do feel like popping off, kind of understand that this is all about perception, the way that you're looking at it. Yes, it may be deception, but it may be your own deception of your own inner thoughts, your own mind playing tricks on you. Because it's wands, there's no physical proof. There's nothing in the physical to like ground the energy. Because we have the Seven of Swords and then the Knight of Wands and then communication. So it's going to be fast communication. Realize that it may be information that you've been waiting for, because what I see is that, and it doesn't have to be anything like bad or deceptive. It can just be fast information that's moving in that you kind of deceived yourself from, if that makes sense. So what we have at the bottom of both decks, we have the Ten of Cups. So really, to me, this is like wishes fulfilled. This is the love cup being overflowed 10 times, about to start that brand new beginning, that brand new supportive emotional beginning, happy endings. And we have on the bottom of the other deck, we have the child, which also brings in a brand new beginning. A lot of times when you start to find this emotional security and self, you are brought to this new beginning, this new emotional cup that's able to not only pour out and give, but also refill back up, because you're filling yourself up, not something that is coming from another human being, but something you're able to provide for yourself. And that is just lovely. And that's August. This is your lesson. So please let me know if you enjoyed the reading. If you do, hit a like and subscribe, and I'm super excited to see what happens for you guys. If this is something that is like occurring in your life, I would love to hear about it. Please share in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and you would like to give any kind of charity, know that I have a PayPal link below if you would like to send something, some abundance out into the world. Thank you guys so much. Please enjoy and have a happy birthday. Love you. Bye.